welcome to the first episode of Travels with My Dad. Not even the plague is going to stop us from traveling together for your 73rd birthday. Today, Dad, we're going to Wiesbaden. Yeah, I know, it's a town you're familiar with. After all, you lived in the Occam neighborhood when your dad was stationed here with the Air Force. I was actually able to use the information in your mom's memoir to find the building where you lived. It's possible it's changed quite a bit in the last 56 years, but here it is. From the building entrance, you can see a park and Occam Elementary. This building still houses military families, but also Boy Scout Pack 13. It probably looks a lot different than it did in 1963 to 1965 when you lived here. Do you recognize it? I wonder if you'll recognize anything else today. Come on, Dad. Let's explore some more of historic Wiesbaden together. In 1810, this Kurhaus was built. The west side of the Kurhaus houses the famous Wiesbaden Casino, or Spielbank. Dignitaries, musicians, poets, authors, they all came to Wiesbaden to try their luck. Its beauty was praised by Johann Goethe on one of his many visits. Dostoevsky gambled away all of his belongings here in 1865, and this was apparently the reason he wrote the classic novel The Gambler. The casino's entrance faces the bowling green, named by British spa guests, a large open space featuring a grass-covered square with two large fountains. And on the south side of the bowling green is the Kurhaus Colonnade, or Fountain Hall. With a length of 129 meters or 423 feet, it is the longest column hall in Europe. Through the colonnade is the Hessisches Stadttheater, or Hessen State Theater, which opened on October 16, 1894 in the presence of Emperor Wilhelm II. The building was seriously damaged in World War II by a bomb on February 3, 1945, and was later restored. Behind the Kurhaus is a large courtyard, seasonal beer garden, and an amphitheater for concerts. It would be great to visit after the lockdown. In 2015, commissioned by the federal state of Hessen to mark the 25th anniversary of German unity, Ottmar Hurl created an installation of 1,000 Unity Men sculptures. One of these calls Wiesbaden home, and he's just a stone's throw away from one of the most famous hot springs in Wiesbaden. This is the Kochbrunnen, or boil fountain. Its name refers to the water temperature of about 66 degrees Celsius, 151 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a sodium chloride hot spring first mentioned in 1366. For a long time, the Heidenmauer, or Heathen's Wall, was regarded as part of a defensive structure meant to ward off attacks from Germanic tribes. More recent interpretations, however, theorize that it is part of a Roman aqueduct, through which water from the Taunus Heights was led into the city. Either way, this is the oldest structure from Roman times in Wiesbaden, dating back to the 3rd century. An open-air museum features copies of stone tablets found in Wiesbaden from the Roman era. The founding fathers of bathing culture, the Romans, opened the first thermal baths for soldiers at the Schützenhofkeller spring. In the Middle Ages, it formed part of a court estate. The fountain's current name comes from the owner of the medieval bathhouse, Baron Gottfried Schütz von Holzhausen. In the center of the Schlotzplatz stands the market fountain of 1753, made of sandstone and crowned by a golden Nassau lion. Evangelical Market Church opened November 13, 1862, 12 years after the church previously on the site burned down. In front of the church is a statue of Wilhelm I, who became King of Prussia in 1861 as the church neared completion. Numerous seasonal traders offer a wide variety of products here in the marked plots on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I visited on a Wednesday when both visitors and vendors tend to be fewer. Spring is coming up, so I picked up a lovely bundle of red tulips. This was fun. See you next time on Travels with My Dad.